As I journey deeper into the realm of Stoic philosophy, I am continually amazed by the profound wisdom embedded in the lives and teachings of Stoic philosophers. Their stories are not just ancient anecdotes, they are powerful lessons that resonate with our modern lives. Allow me to share some of these riveting stories, and how they have inspired me to embrace Stoic principles in my own life. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, imagine being the most powerful man in the world, yet carrying the weight of an empire on your shoulders. This was the reality for Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor whose personal journal, Meditations, offers an unparalleled glimpse into the mind of a Stoic philosopher. One story that stands out is Marcus's reflection during the Antonine Plague, a devastating epidemic that killed millions. Despite the overwhelming despair and chaos, Marcus Aurelius remained steadfast. He wrote to himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This profound insight has transformed my approach to crises. Whenever I face overwhelming situations, I recall Marcus's example. By focusing on what I can control, my thoughts, actions, and responses, I find a reservoir of inner strength. This practice has not only reduced my anxiety but also empowered me to navigate challenges with a calm and resilient mindset. Epictetus, from slave to sage. Epictetus's journey from slavery to becoming one of the most influential Stoic philosophers is a testament to the transformative power of Stoicism. Born a slave, Epictetus endured physical and emotional hardships. Yet, his philosophy was centered on the idea of inner freedom. One of the most compelling stories about Epictetus is his reaction to physical pain. When his master twisted his leg, Epictetus calmly said, "You will break it." When the leg broke, he remarked, "Did I not tell you?" This story illustrates his profound acceptance and mental resilience. For me, Epictetus's story is a powerful reminder that true freedom lies in our ability to choose our response to circumstances. This has been particularly useful in dealing with personal setbacks. By focusing on my inner freedom and maintaining a calm, accepting attitude, I have learned to navigate adversities with grace and strength. Seneca, wisdom in the face of adversity. Seneca, a statesman and philosopher, is renowned for his insightful letters and essays. His life, marked by political intrigue and personal tragedy, is a rich source of Stoic wisdom. One story that profoundly impacted me is Seneca's approach to exile. Seneca was exiled by Emperor Claudius to the island of Corsica. Instead of succumbing to despair, he used this time to reflect and write. In his letter to his mother, he wrote, "The spirit must be trained to a realization and an acceptance of its lot. It must come to see that there is nothing dreadful except fear itself." Seneca's ability to find purpose and peace in exile has inspired me to reframe my own challenges. By adopting an attitude of acceptance and focusing on what I can learn from difficult situations, I've found a sense of purpose and resilience. Seneca's story teaches us that even in the face of adversity, we can find strength and meaning. Cleanthes, the resilient water carrier. Cleanthes, the second head of the Stoic school, started his philosophical journey in a rather unconventional way. He was a water carrier who worked tirelessly during the day and studied philosophy at night. His dedication and resilience eventually led him to become a prominent Stoic philosopher. One story that encapsulates Cleanthes' Stoic resolve is when he was once asked how he managed to study philosophy despite his demanding job. He replied, I carry water by night so that I may study by day. This determination to pursue wisdom, despite the hardships, is truly inspiring. Cleanthes' story reminds me of the importance of perseverance and dedication. In my own life, whenever I face obstacles in pursuing my passions, I think of Cleanthes. His unwavering commitment to his goals encourages me to stay persistent and dedicated, no matter the circumstances. Zeno of Citium, the founder's journey. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, began his philosophical journey after a shipwreck left him stranded in Athens. Instead of succumbing to despair, he sought wisdom. He stumbled upon a book about Socrates, which led him to study philosophy under various teachers before founding his own school, the Stoa. One story that stands out is Zeno's reaction to the shipwreck. When asked how he felt about losing all his possessions, he replied, "I made a prosperous voyage when I suffered shipwreck." This perspective of seeing misfortune as a catalyst for personal growth is incredibly empowering. Zeno's story has had a profound impact on how I view setbacks. By embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, I've learned to approach life's adversities with a positive and proactive attitude. Zeno's resilience and perspective remind me that every setback can be a stepping stone to greater wisdom and strength. Musonius Rufus, the practical philosopher. Musonius Rufus, known as the Roman Socrates, emphasized the practical application of Stoic principles. One of his most impactful teachings was the idea that philosophy should be lived, not just studied. A particularly memorable story is when Musonius was exiled for his beliefs. Instead of lamenting his fate, he saw it as an opportunity to practice his philosophy. He used his time in exile to teach others and spread Stoic wisdom. He famously said, "Practice the precepts that you have heard from me, observe the way of life that you have followed, and hold fast to that which is best." Musonius's story has taught me that philosophy is not just about intellectual understanding but about living the principles daily. His example inspires me to actively practice Stoicism in my everyday life, focusing on virtue, resilience, and continuous improvement. Chrysippus, the logical Stoic. Chrysippus, the third head of the Stoic school, is known for his contributions to logic and ethics. One story that highlights his Stoic principles is his response to losing a significant amount of money. When Chrysippus was asked how he felt about his financial loss, he calmly replied, "The loss of money is not a loss of virtue." This response underscores the Stoic belief that external possessions are indifferent and that true value lies in our character and virtue. Chrysippus's story has helped me develop a healthier relationship with material possessions. Whenever I face financial challenges or material losses, I remind myself of Chrysippus's words. This perspective shift helps me focus on maintaining my integrity and virtue, rather than being consumed by material concerns. Conclusion: embracing Stoic wisdom in our lives. The stories of these Stoic philosophers are more than historical accounts, they are powerful lessons that offer timeless wisdom for our modern lives. Each story, whether it's Marcus Aurelius's reflections during a plague, Epictetus's acceptance of pain, or Seneca's resilience in exile, provides a vivid illustration of Stoic principles in action. These stories have profoundly influenced my own journey, inspiring me to embrace Stoic principles in my daily life. They remind me that no matter what challenges we face, we have the power to choose our response and maintain our inner peace and virtue. I encourage you to reflect on these stories and consider how you can apply their lessons to your own life. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics. and let their examples guide you towards a life of resilience, purpose, and tranquility. The journey of Stoic living is thrilling and transformative, offering a path to inner strength and enduring wisdom.